if you're quiet, you can really understand the dogs because you'll hear their ears responding to everything. If you can shut up for 10 minutes and just listen to them, it's really amazing how alive they are to things and how much they do, for the most part, ignore that blathering that people get involved in. Well, they invited me to do a video project, or any kind of a project, really, but I thought of, having spent some time in that park, I wanted to do something with a dog run. That seemed to be like a logical situation. But I wanted to turn my dogs into the people that are there and have them go from being dogs to people. So that was the first idea. And I was a little bit concerned about the squirrels, because these dogs are really intense about squirrels and maybe even pigeons a little bit. But the squirrels, whenever I walk them through, they just drag me there. They could care less about the other dogs. And I thought they might break the pose and be too hard to contain. But in fact, what we found out is it gave them something to do that I've never seen before in working outdoors, even in Maine, in the wilds, where there are real game birds and deer and bear and all kinds of things. The park was an amazing place to also view people and kind of tap from that, and to also show it back in that same space. I mean, usually I make video and you see it in your living room or at a museum or gallery. This was going to be installed there around that Shake Shack. And we tested the monitors and some of the material that we shot, and it's very interesting because it fills in the sound. The audio is already there, so it gives it a new kind of presence. The best character so far is the guy that drives it's called a gator. He goes around, picks up trash or rakes leaves, and he drives this cart around, a gas-powered cart. And so we made an illusion where he's driving the cart. We dressed him, put him in. We had my assistant hiding on the gas pedal and just tooting along, and the POV is over his shoulder. And so you're just scanning the entire park. You're seeing Bob in here, look here and there, and then appears to be driving it. And you see all the people seeing this dog drive the cart, and they're sometimes paying attention and sometimes not. So you get, and it's like a weird surveillance kind of video. And they also pick up verbal clues that you don't emphasize as well. Like I remember my first dog, Man Ray, and if I said a word like Milwaukee or something like that, he would pick the walk out of Milwaukee and get wildly excited. After a while, when they go into the studio, turn the lights on, set up stuff, I think dogs respect the idea of setting up things. You're busy doing things, you're not paying attention to them, they sort of do a little buzzy thing. Maybe they hop up on their couch or whatever, and then they just wait. And then when you call on them, they're kind of excited about that. But if I want them just to lie down, like I did in the dog letters, they like to lie down. They like to be lying down practically on each other. And then I just sort of arrange them into the shapes that I want. And some are more like glue than others. Some go like that, and others just do that. I don't know. They have different personalities. Some are very alert, and others are just conked out. I remember the first time I made him into a character was an Airedale. I wrapped him in tinsel, and he looked like another kind of dog, but I didn't dress him as a person until I had Faye. And when I made Faye tall, that's when I thought it was okay to make people, because it was more, well, profoundly weird than just dressing up a dog sitting down on the floor.